In today's lesson, we're going to do what's called automation. We're going to adjust volume and panning of each track, and we're also going to add filters. So let's go ahead and get started. First of all, you want to choose a track you want to work on. So I'm going to select this guitar track. So make sure you click on it to select it. Next, I want to adjust the volume. So here's a couple things we can do. First of all, this here is your volume for just this track. So if I want to make the entire track softer, I can drag it to the left. If I want to make it louder, I can drag it to the right. Take note of the numbers under there. 0.0 is the highest you want to go. Right there. There we go. Notice this is not all the way to the right. If you push this all the way to the right, it's going to be simply too loud. It's going to be like distorted loud. So this is as high as you want to go. Now if we want to make even more adjustments to our volume, here's how we're going to do it. You're going to press the A key on your keyboard, the letter A. Go ahead and do that. When you press A, now you're going to notice we see something here called volume. Alright, this is what we need. Bring your mouse over here on the track, and we're going to click on the track, and you should see a yellow line show up. That's perfect. That line right now represents the volume of this track. So it is set at that 0.0 level. But let's say we want, after one measure, for the volume to get quieter because it's too loud. Here's how we do this. Right on this yellow line, I'm going to click right here where it says number 2. Go ahead and follow along as I do this. And notice I put a dot right there. I'm going to put another one right next to it also on that same line. Now, if I take this second dot I just made, and look at this, I can drag it up and down. So I'm going to bring it like halfway down. So what this does, I've just told this to stay loud here, and then when it hits this point at measure 2, it's going to get softer. Let me play that for you. There it goes. Now if we want this to get louder here at measure 4, I'm going to double click on that line, put 2 dots again, and you're right, that second one, bring it right back up only to 0.0 again, or as close as I can with my mouse. Okay, so then when the playhead comes along and hits this part, it's going to get louder. And that's how you can adjust volume. Now, we can also do another adjustment. Watch this. So here where it says volume, we're going to click on this, and then you can see, actually, look at everything that we can control here. We're just going to work on these two here, volume and pan. Once you get these two down, feel free to experiment with echo and reverb and any of these others here. Let's go to the pan setting. The pan setting is, what ear do you want to hear this in? Is it the left ear, the right ear, or both ears? Alright, so same deal as volume. We change this to pan. Now when I click on here, I get a green line. Notice this green line is right in the middle. That means you can hear it on both ears exactly the same. So what I'm going to do here is just put a series of dots right along this line. Go ahead and do this with me, like so. Now I'm going to leave the first one where it's at. The next one I'm going to go all the way to the top, next one all the way to the bottom. So I'm just going to create this zigzag effect. Make sure you go all the way to the top and all the way to the bottom. Don't stop like halfway. You won't notice it nearly as much. And the last one I'm going to leave right in the middle again. Okay, so now as we listen to this, when it goes up to the top here like this, you will only hear the sound in your left ear. Then as it moves down to the bottom, it's going to be in your right ear. This little knob is going to be moving as I play this. Alright, let's take a look. You can really hear this with headphones in the best. You can still hear it with speakers, but if you have your headphones in, you'll really notice this. Alright, so that is a very cool effect you can add to your music. That is called panning. You must use volume control and pan control in all of the projects, so make sure you take time to understand this. Watch this video again if you have to. Okay, great. Now to get out of this mode, because you cannot do any editing in this mode, you're going to hit the A key again and notice how it changes. Then the last thing I want to look at today is how we can change the sound of this guitar. So I'm going to turn my loop on here so this is all we hear. This is the way it sounds now. Okay, this button right here we haven't touched yet. It's called the library, and it holds our filters. So I'm going to click on this and it opens up a new window here. So what I can do is take this is an electric guitar, so I'm going to come over here and find electric guitar and click on it. And then I have all of these filters I can add to this guitar and change the sound of it. So this is kind of a 60s sounding guitar. Let's say I want to make it a little bit harder, a little bit more rock. So I'm going to go with this distorted guitar here. Now if I click inside of this, I have all of these options here. So if I click, let's see, I'm going to go with, let's try classic drive here. So notice right here the icon has changed because we've applied this filter to this guitar. Now let's play it and see how it sounds. Okay, so that sounds totally different now, and that's the sound I need for my song. That's it. If you don't like that filter, click on another one and try it, and just click. Now the one thing we don't like about filters is, as you can see, there's no clear button, or there's no add, get rid of all the filters. So here's your options. You can go to the edit menu and just click undo load patch, a filter. We like to use the term filter instead of patch, but they're the same thing. You can do that. You can also use your keyboard holding the command key and then hit Z. Every time I hit Z, it will undo what I did. There's that classic drive, and there's the guitar. Or if you get too far into it, you can just simply delete the track and start again. Okay, that's it. Make sure you know how to pan, make sure you know how to adjust volume, and make sure you know how to add a filter. That's it. Hope you have a great day.